Sima. So, next concept we are studying is solving problems of capacitance circuits with symmetry. Symmetry means what? There is some similarity between the circuit. There is some resemblance of the circuit. So, we are supposed to solve the circuit by using symmetry. So, there are many types of symmetries, but same problem we can do in many methods. We will discuss all the methods and which one is easier for you that you can apply. Okay, ma? So, symmetry along perpendicular axis, symmetry along parallel axis, path symmetry, folding symmetry. There are some more symmetry. I don't think up to here it is enough. Okay, Sima. So, first of all, we will discuss symmetry along perpendicular line. Okay, what is meant by symmetry along perpendicular line? If a circuit is symmetrical perpendicular to terminals A and B, what is meant by terminals A and B? Terminals A and B means what? The terminals in which battery is connected. Are you able to understand? So, if there is a line which is perpendicular to the line joining A and B, and along that line the circuit is symmetrical, it means left side of the circuit and right side of the circuit, if they are exactly same, then what I can say is all the points which are present on this symmetrical line, they are at same potential. So, which points are at same potential? The points which are present on symmetrical line perpendicular to the terminal C and B. On that line, all the points they will be at same potential. If all the points are at same potential, then what you can do? If there are any capacitors between equipotential points, you can remove them. Just like how we have done in Wheatstone bridge. In Wheatstone bridge also, we have got 2 points which are at same potential, then we remove the capacitor between them. Same concept here also we can apply. Clear, no? And second condition is, if there are no capacitors at those equipotential points, then you can join those points and you can solve the circuit. Are you able to understand? Let us write some examples of this so that you can understand. See this circuit. So, for example, this is one circuit which is given. Are you able to understand? So, all the capacitances are C. Every capacitor is C itself. So, I want to find out equivalent capacitance between points A and B. Okay. Now, I will try to solve this problem by using perpendicular symmetry. Okay. So, this is line AB, no? What is this line AB? So, these are the 2 points where we connect the battery. Clear, no? So, we connect a battery like this. This is how battery is connected between A and B. Now, can you say, is there any perpendicular symmetry in this circuit or not? Where is that? So, to this line AB, this is the perpendicular line, no? This is the perpendicular line, no? Perpendicular line means what? A line making an angle of 90 degrees. This is a perpendicular line. Okay. So, what we studied? So, if a circuit is symmetrical perpendicular to terminals A and B, then all the points on the symmetrical line are at same potential. Okay. It means which points are at same potential? If I name this point as point X, if I name this point as point Y, if I name this point as point Z, X, Y, Z, they are present on a perpendicular line, no? So, therefore, all these points they are at same potential. Are you able to understand? So, therefore, what I can write? Potential at X is equals to potential at Y is equals to potential at Z. Are you able to understand? If these points are at same potential, charge cannot flow, no? Okay, ma? Between equipotential points, if there is any component, charge cannot flow. Okay. If a charge cannot flow, what I can do? There is no use of these 2 capacitors. I can remove these capacitors. Are you able to understand? So, have you drawn this circuit? Okay. So, I will draw one more diagram. Okay, ma? So, therefore, what is the point I can write? So, points X, Y and Z are on perpendicular axis of symmetry. Okay, ma? Because they are present on perpendicular axis of symmetry, potential at X is equals to potential at Y is equals to potential at Z. Therefore, capacitors between these points can be removed. Okay, ma? I can remove these capacitors. If I remove the capacitors, then what is the circuit I am left with? I am left with this circuit. Clear, no, ma? That's it. So this is terminal A and this is terminal B. So I'm left with this circuit now. Are you able to understand, ma? If I just remove this capacitor and this capacitor, then how many branches I have? One branch, second branch, third branch. And in these respective branches, capacitors are connected in series. And every branch is connected in parallel connection. So very easily I have solved this circuit. But when these two capacitors were present, I don't know which one was in series, which one was in parallel. Now I got a clear-cut idea. Clear, no? And further this circuit again, how can I solve it? Okay, I can solve like this. Like this. So this is terminal A and this is terminal B. So C and C, they are connected in series, no? So C by 2, C by 2, C by 2. C by 2, C by 2, C by 2, they are connected in parallel. So therefore, again, how can I draw? It is how much more? 3C by 2. So this is the equivalent capacitance existing between points A and B. That is my answer. Have you understood? So which capacitors we have removed? The capacitors which are present on perpendicular axis of symmetry, those capacitors we have removed. Clear? Sima. So this is the given question. We are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between A and B. Okay. So this is the line. No? This is the terminals A and B. So this is the perpendicular line. No? So definitely there is symmetry on the perpendicular line. So if I draw this perpendicular line, clear? So the circuit on the right side and the circuit on the left side, they are exactly symmetrical. Symmetrical, no? So therefore, if you name these points as point X, point Y and point Z, so definitely you can say Vx is equals to Vy is equals to Vz. So just remove these capacitors. So 2C and 2C if I remove, then what is the equivalent circuit I can draw? So this is the circuit. Point A, point B, clear, no? So 2C, 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 2C. So therefore, again I can convert this one like this. C, C, C. Okay, ma? So therefore, C equivalent is how much? 3C. That's it. Okay? So, see this question, ma? So these are terminals A and B. In between these two terminals, I am supposed to find out equivalent capacitance. Clear, no? Is there any symmetry first of all? No symmetry, no? Perpendicular symmetry is there, no? This symmetry is there, no, ma? Circuit on the right side, circuit on the left side, they are exactly equal. Same circuit, no? So definitely, which points are equipotential points here? If I call this as X, if I call this point as Y, if I call this one as Z, and if I call this one as point P. Okay? So all the 4 points definitely they are at same potential. Okay, ma? So Vx is equals to Vy is equals to Vz is equals to Vp. Clear, no? So therefore what I can do, I can remove these capacitors because capacitors are present between equipotential points. Okay, ma? I can remove these capacitors. If I remove the capacitors, then 1, 2, 3, 4, they are in parallel connection, no? 4 branches are connected in parallel connection. So therefore, how can I draw this circuit? 4C, 4C, 2C, clear, no, ma? 2C, 2C, this is C, clear? And this is also C, and this one is 2C. So this is terminal A and this is terminal B. So 2C, C and 2C, they are connected in parallel connection, no, ma? So therefore, what is the equivalent capacitance? 6C. That is our answer. Clear, no? Right. See, ma. See this question. So this is the circuit arrangement, ma, and we are supposed to solve this equivalent capacitance between A and B. Okay? See, ma, here, first of all, is there any symmetry or not? Symmetry is there, no? Definitely. So if I draw this capacitor like this, so definitely this is what line? This is perpendicular axis. This is perpendicular axis, no? So definitely there is some symmetry. On the right side of the circuit, and left side of the circuit, definitely there is some symmetry. So can I remove this capacitor? I cannot remove the capacitor, because perpendicular line, it is not passing perpendicular to capacitor, no, it is passing through the capacitor. It is passing through the middle of the capacitor. In this type of condition, we cannot remove the capacitor. Previously, what was happening, if these were the capacitors, so perpendicular line was passing like this, no ma? Then we have removed these capacitors. But now what is the condition? If this is the capacitor, plates of capacitor, perpendicular line is passing through the middle of this capacitor. In this condition, I cannot remove the capacitor. Are you able to understand? Therefore, what I can do is, SEMA. What I can do is, see, this is point P. Clear, no? And here, there will be one more point, which is point Q. So, can I say that potential at P and potential of Q, they are equal? Can I say like this? I can say no, because point P and point Q, where they are present? On the perpendicular axis of symmetry. And on the perpendicular axis of symmetry, potentials must be equal. So definitely point P and point Q, they are at same potential. So what I will do is, I will split this capacitor into two capacitors. This capacitor I will split into two capacitors. Now what is the distance between the plates? The distance between the plates is a D, no? If I split this one into two parts, I will divide the capacitors into D by 2 and D by 2. I will make the capacitor such that distance between the plates will be how much? D by 2 and D by 2. So if distance between the plates become half, what happens to capacitance? Are you able to understand, ma? If I make the distance between the capacitors to be half, what happens to capacitance of each capacitor? What is the formula to calculate capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor? C is equals to epsilon naught A by D only, no? If I make the capacitance to be epsilon naught A by D by 2, then what happens? 2 goes to the numerator, no? So therefore it will become 2 epsilon naught A by D, no ma? It means it become 2C, no? Clear? So capacitance becomes what? Capacitance becomes double. Okay? So therefore, this circuit, how I can redraw is, I can redraw like this. Okay, ma? So these are the two capacitors which are connected to A and B. Okay, ma? And this is one capacitor. This is another capacitor. Okay, ma? Similarly, here there is one more capacitor. One more capacitor. Clear, no? Now this capacitor, which this I have taken, I will split this one into two capacitors and I will join the equipotential points. If I join equipotential points, if I separate equipotential points, nothing will happen, because current never flows between equipotential points. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore what I can do, split this capacitor into two parts. This is one part, join here. Okay, ma? And from here you take one more capacitor and again join at the same point. Are you able to understand? Now capacitance of this one was C, no? But this one will become 2C. This one will become 2C. Remaining all the capacitors are C, 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 C and C only. Okay? Now everything has converted into series and parallel connection, no? These two are in parallel. This total branch with this one, series. Similarly, this one also a series. Similarly, this total branch and this branch, it is in parallel. So this one and this one, they are in series. So just solve the circuit, you will get the answer. Okay, first make a note up to here. SEMA. Now we will see the second method of solving the same problem. Second method. So this I can call it as path symmetry. Path symmetry. Okay. Now listen very carefully, how we can understand this concept of path symmetry. SEMA. So consider this is point P. Okay. In reaching to point P, there should be symmetry from the first terminal as well as second terminal. Okay. There are two terminals, no? Terminal A and terminal B. So in reaching to this point, if there is a symmetry in either starting from point P or starting from point A, then whatever point is present here, you can disconnect those 2 points. Okay, ma? Now let us see here, we will try to understand. So in traveling to P, from A to P, there is one capacitor, no? Similarly from B also, there is one capacitor, if I travel in this path. Similarly, if I travel in one more path, if I travel like this, how many capacitors I am touching? 2 capacitors. Similarly, from point B also 2 capacitors. Are you able to understand? So therefore, if there is in symmetry in path traveled by the charges, then those points can be disconnected. Okay? How can I disconnect them? Very simply, I can disconnect like this. So instead of drawing the circuit like this, I will draw the circuit like this. Are you able to understand? The reason is, whatever charge is flowing in this branch, same charge will flow in this branch also. Similarly, whatever charge is flowing in this branch, same charge will flow in this branch also. So whether you join them, whether you disconnect them, nothing is going to happen if there is a path symmetry. Are you able to understand, ma? Avi atlage unchina vidagottina kuda no problem. Okay? But when you separate it, immediately it has converted into series and parallel connection, no? విడగొడుతూనే ఏమైపోయింది ఇది? It has converted into series and parallel connection. Now very easily you can solve the circuit. So will you solve and check whether you got the same answer or not? Come on, check it. Check change. Okay, Seema, we will solve this circuit. So these 2 capacitors, they are in series, no ma? So therefore instead of 2 capacitors, I can write, I am solving here only, ma. Okay? So instead of 2 capacitors, I can write a single capacitor of capacitance C by 2. Okay, ma? C by 2. Because previously 2 were in a series connection. No? So now C. So C and C by 2, they are in what kind of connection? Parallel connection. So C plus C by 2 is how much? 3C by 2. That's all, no? Now 3C by 2, C and C, they are in series connection. No? So therefore add both of them. So 1 by C plus 2 by 3C plus 1 by C. I have to add reciprocals only, no? Clear, no? So this is equals to 1 by C equivalent of this branch. So therefore if you solve this one, LCM I will take 3C. So 3 plus 2 plus 3. So how much it is? 5, 8. 8 by 3C. So therefore C equivalent is how much? 3C by 8. Okay, ma? So therefore instead of this total series connection, I can write a single capacitor, no? Single capacitor of how much? 3C by 8. Okay, so draw a single capacitor. So I will draw a single, only one capacitor of capacitance. How much? 3C by 8. Clear, no? Now at C and C, they are in a series connection, no? So therefore what is the equivalent capacitance? It is C by 2. That's all, no? Now C by 2 and 3C by 8, they are in parallel connection. So add both of them. So therefore total equivalent capacitance between A and B is how much? It is C by 2 plus 3C by 8. Okay, ma? If you take LCM 8, it is 4C plus 3C. So how much? 7C by 8. That is our answer. Okay. Same answer, no? Previously also. That's it. See. So these are the 2 terminals, no, where I want to find out equivalent capacitance. Clear, no? Seema, I can solve this problem again by 2 methods. No? By using perpendicular symmetry also I can solve. By using path symmetry also I can solve this problem. Okay, ma? Let us see both of them. So first of all, if you see here there is perpendicular symmetry, no, ma? Perpendicular symmetry is there, no? Therefore, what I can do is, this capacitor I will split into 2 capacitors. This capacitor also I will split into 2 capacitors. Are you able to understand? Therefore, here only I am drawing, ma. How can I rejoin them? So this is one capacitor joined like this. This is another capacitor joined like this. Clear, no? Similarly, this capacitor also I can split into 2 capacitors and join the equipotential points. I can join like this. Clear, no? Now if you see total circuit, what about capacitance? This is 2C, this is 2C. Capacitance will become double, no? Already I discussed, you know, ma? When you divide a capacitor into 2 capacitors, what happens to capacitance? It will become double. So therefore 2C, 2C, this is also 2C and 2C. Okay? So this is one method of solving. Okay? Now see. Now listen very carefully. I am not going to solve this one, ma? Just I am explaining you. So this is C, 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 C and C. So 2C and 2C they are in parallel, no? This 2C, 2C also in parallel, no? Clear, no? Then this branch and this branch. Now see ma, one more point. What I can do is, then I can disconnect these points also, no? These points I can disconnect also, no? I can disconnect them like this. Why I can disconnect? Because in reaching from point A to this point, or from point B to this point, in any path you travel, path symmetry is also there, no? Are you able to understand, no? So definitely I can disconnect these points. If you disconnect them, further very easily you can solve this circuit. Are you able to understand? Now see, 2C and 2C they are connected in parallel connection. So what is the total equivalent capacitance? 3C. Clear, no? Similarly, this 2C and C also they are connected in parallel connection, no? So again capacitance is 3C. Clear? Same concept with this is this also. So again instead of 2C and C, I can write a single capacitor of capacitance 3C. So this is 3C and this is also 3C. Are you able to understand? Now see here. So in traveling in this branch, C, 3C, 3C, C, they are in series, no? Which capacitors are in series? C, 3C, 3C, C, they are in series. And this 3C and this 3C they are in series. Now this total branch and this branch they are in parallel. That's all. Is it clear, ma? So I have used two methods here. One is, first of all, I have seen the symmetry, perpendicular symmetry, and I have split one capacitor into two capacitors. Next I have disconnected them also. I can disconnect them, no? Why I can disconnect? Because there is path symmetry. So I have applied both the techniques so that my calculation will become easy. Clear, no? So therefore, if you see this branch, M-shaped branch, what is the equivalent capacitance? 1 by C plus 1 by 3C plus 1 by 3C plus 1 by C. LCM I can take 3C. So 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3. Okay, ma? So how much it is? So 6, 8. 8 by 3C. So therefore equivalent capacitance is 3C divided by 8. So this is 1 by C equivalent, no? Okay, ma? So 3C by 8. So therefore instead of this total branch, I can write 3C by 8, no? So therefore how can I draw this circuit? So there is only one capacitor. And instead of 3C and 3C, I can write 3C by 2, no, ma? 3C by 2, because they are connected in which connection? Series connection. So this is terminal A and this is my terminal B. Now these two capacitors they are connected in parallel connection. So just add them. So equivalent capacitance between A and B is how much? It is 3C by 8 plus 3C by 2. So if you take LCM as 8, then it is 3C plus 4. 4 3s are 12C. So how much it is? 15C by 8. And this is my answer. Have you understood? మటర్ చేస్తాను ఎప్పుడు చెప్పినావురా 15C by 4 చెప్పినావు నేను రైస్ తినే ఫేస్ కాదురా ఇది see ma'am, see this problem. So here where are the terminals, ma? Terminals are located here, ma. So here there is terminal A and here there is terminal B. Okay, so this problem we will try to solve by using parallel symmetry, ma. Until now we have solved two symmetries, no? One is perpendicular symmetry and the second one is path symmetry. Now here we will use parallel symmetry, parallel axis. Okay, see ma, the line which is passing through both the terminals, that is called as parallel axis, no? Okay, so this is the line which is passing through A and it is passing through B also. Able to understand? This line, it is not perpendicular to AB, ma. This line is not perpendicular to AB. It is in the line of AB. It is parallel to AB. Therefore this line we can call it as parallel axis theorem. Okay, sorry, not a theorem, ma. Parallel axis. This we can call it as parallel axis. Okay, now what is the importance of parallel axis is that, note point here you write down. Okay, ma? If there are symmetrical points, okay, ma, on either side of parallel axis, okay, ma, then those points are equipotential, and we can remove capacitors between them. Are you able to understand, ma? So what is the meaning of the statement which I have written, ma? So this is parallel axis. Are you able to understand? So on the parallel axis, if there are any points which are symmetrical to this line, on either side of the line, on the right side of the line and left side of the line, if there are any points which are symmetrically placed, then those 2 points, they are at same potential, and if they are at same potential, you can remove the capacitors between them. Now see, ma. So across this line, are there any 2 points, ma? Okay, now see here, if I call this point as point C, and if I call this point as point D, C and D, they are exactly symmetrical, no, along this line. What is the positioning of C? Same is the positioning of D also. Both of them, they are symmetrically arranged, no, ma? So therefore what I can do, I can remove the capacitor between them. It means the capacitor which is present between C and D, that can be removed. Okay. So therefore what I can say here, I can say that potential at C is equal to potential at D. These 2 points are equipotential points. Okay. Similarly, there is a set of 1 more 2 points. This point, if I call it as point P, and this point, if I call it as point Q. Now see the arrangement of P and Q on either side of the line. This arrangement is also symmetrical, no? Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore these 2 points also, they are at same potential. So therefore I can say potential at point P is equals to potential at point Q. So therefore which capacitors I can remove? I can remove this capacitor as well as this capacitor. Once I remove these capacitors, then I am left with only this branch, no? Okay, ma? Only this capacitor, and this capacitor is left. Similarly here also I have this one, and this one. These 2 capacitors are gone. Are you able to understand? So I will solve here only, but you draw a fresh circuit. I will draw here only. See, ma, listen. So therefore I can remove this 2C and this 2C. If I remove them like this, then circuit appears like this. This is how circuit looks like. Okay. So are you able to understand why I have removed the capacitors, ma? No? So C and D, across this parallel line, they are positioned similarly. Their arrangement is similar. Similarly, point P and point Q arrangement is similar. So therefore I have removed these capacitors. Okay. Now see. So what are the terminals actually? Terminals are A and B only, no, ma? Terminals, I have to calculate capacitance between A and B only, no? Now start from A, reach up to B. So see, 2C, C and 2C. Which kind of connection? Series connection. Similarly, again from B A to B. So 2C, C and 2C. What kind of connection? Series connection. Now this branch and this branch, they are in parallel connection. Are you able to understand? So therefore calculate the equivalent capacitance. So 2C, C and 2C. So 1 by 2C plus 1 by C plus 1 by 2C. This is equal to 1 by C equivalent. Clear, no, ma? So if I take LCM, it is 2C. It is 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equals to 1 by C equivalent. So C equivalent is how much? It is equals to 2C divided by 4. It is C by 2. That's all, no, ma? Correct only, na? 3, 4, 2C by 4, it is C by 2. Now see. So therefore, this circuit, how I can redraw? See, listen very carefully. This is A, there is one capacitor C, and this is point B. Clear, no, ma? Now this 2C, C and 2C, equivalent capacitance I got C by 2. Okay, so write that C by 2. C by 2. Clear, no? And here also 2C, C and 2C, again they are in series connection. Again what is the capacitance? Again the capacitance will become C by 2. Clear, no? Now C by 2 and C, they are in parallel connection. So just you add all of them. So if you add all of them, what is the point I will get? I will get circuit like this. C by 2 plus C by 2, C. C plus C, 2C. So therefore, my equivalent capacitance between A and B is how much? 2C. That is my answer. Have you understood? Clear, ma? That's all. In this